And hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. We are going back to Atlantis for some afternoon Mage Knight. We have a full chatter ready. I got Armin says yay, or ye. I go with ye. Silver Fear, oh boy, afternoon Mage Knight. Truck driving gamer says yay, Mage Knight. And Amon says with a wavy hand, hello to all of you. We have it's almost like a special guest. We have Mrs. Playthroughs in the house for now. We're going to lose her in about a minute, maybe 10. I don't know. She has some family in town and did just want to be here to help get this thing off the ground. She missed it so much, guys and girls and other. All right, let's get to it. So we're doing a solo conquest with Wolfhawk on a level 10, 12. This is, yes, beyond the realm where things could become an utter disaster if the first couple of rounds do not go well. But considering how ridiculous my last playthrough was with that Dungeon Lord scenario, I mean, I'm kind of due for a walloping live because that last scenario was, yeah, I took out a Draconum summoner in like the fourth turn or something really stupid. So yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, Mon, been binging my Spirit Island playthroughs. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments on those videos as well. It's always fun to go back and see comments on videos that are months old and be like, oh, that's right, I made that. That was fun. So, here we are. For those who have not joined for a live playthrough before, we are on a 25-second-ish delay. So everything you're seeing did happen 25 seconds in the past. Usually not a problem. If you see a rules mistake, please still point that out, and I will go ahead and usually we can correct it before too long. I'm going to go ahead and get this terrain deck set up so I can get all this garbage out from in front of me. We have 5 cities, well, 4 cities, and then, you know, the camp of Mr. Volkare himself. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up. I do need a die. Here we go. I rolled a 3. And I'm going to roll this again, and I rolled a 1. So those are our 2 cities. We're going to need to get 2 of the non-city core tiles. There can be a pretty big difference in what we get there. So I will, again, roll a die there. We get 3 and 4. And then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I actually need to keep those city tiles not too far away, right? Because we are going to have a Megapolis for that second city. So I'm going to put those over here. And I'm going to take these 4 tiles and shuffle these puppies up. Man, it's been a long time since I played Solo Conquest. It is 2 and 3, right? I mean, it is 2 and 2. This is embarrassing. I've been playing so much like full cooperation and other scenarios. Something feels wrong about this, but no, I have to be right. Yeah, core non-city tiles was 2. Whew, one of these days, I'm gonna be able to memorize rulebooks in a way that I don't right now. But in a solo game, we're gonna need 7 countryside tiles. Again, we have 14 when you have all of the base or the expansion content. So, holy crap, level 10, 12. Yeah, disaster does loom. I agree with that. And Silver Fear, I do the same with Gaia Project. Can't get enough. SP is so good at the games. Oh, so played there. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks. I appreciate the comment. Try to learn and get better, but it does take a long time. Oh, yeah. For those of you who turned in from a Gaia Project playthrough last week, I was feeling very confident. And, well, let's just say sometimes pride comes before the fall, people. That's how that goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is my first time playing this solo in quite a while. I've actually had a couple of friends who have recently learned the game, and it's been super fun taking on some very high level cities with them in full cooperation scenarios. We've been doing, yeah, Eric J, 2 and 2, thank you. Just sometimes, like, I like know like the nitty gritty rules, and I'm sure of it, and then there's like the base things. I'm like, wait, it is 2 and 2, right? Whatever. Board games. Too many board games, man. I've been playing a lot of different games lately. I got a lot of rules flowing through my head. I will put the initial terrain up later. Let's shuffle everything else up. It's gonna be weird. Again, playing all the full conquest, you know, with somebody else, you had like 4 dice in the source. You had 4 units. Now we just have 3 and 3. So, you know, if anyone sees me mess any of that up, let me know. But the full cooperations have been fun. I mean, we've been doing like, you know, one time I did an 8, 14, 22, which is just absolutely nuts. But you can really do some cool things with those full cooperations. Hey, I'm only 5 minutes late. What's up, Daniel? How are you doing, man? And Brian says he made it. I appreciate it. Nashad says first live stream. Very excited. Appreciate all of that. It's gonna be fun. Everyone's, I don't know, big crowd usually it's got to be more people to watch the disaster unfold, I guess. We have the 3 units in the offer. We got some Guardian Golems, we got some Utem Guardsmen, and some Northern Monks. Here we go. So we're going to shuffle up my D deck. 16 cards there. Got Wolfhawk, again, her 2 unique cards. We got Tirelessness, which is great. Definitely want to maximize taking advantage of that. Get a lot of movement in one turn, at least once a round if we need it. And then we also have Swift Reflexes, which is a very dynamic card. Not as cool as like Battle Versatility, but does have some things that I really like about it. It's just, again, an upgraded version of Swiftness. We're going to shuffle up my skill deck. And then I'll go ahead and roll for the dummy player. Off to my left, I have Arethia, Bravelar, Goldix, Krang, Norwas, and Tovak. Tovak. I don't know. One day I'll know how to pronounce that correctly. I'm going to roll a die. I rolled a 3, so we are going to get Goldix. Don't mind that. Would love a flight to come out on the early side of things, because that skill can be bananas. Let me make sure there's 16 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are. Again, I can still count to 16. No pressures to Silverfear. I've been alternating between Mage Knight and Gloomhaven solos. Talk about test Truck Driver Gaming. Yeah. That could be a lot. That definitely could be a lot. Actually, been playing through the Forbidden Circles campaign of Gloomhaven with a couple of friends, and woo, the rules overhead in the Forbidden Circle stuff is just nutty. All right, we have that. There's our D deck. We're gonna get 2 crystals, 2 green crystals and a blue crystal in the inventory of Goldix over here, and go ahead and shuffle up the spell offer. I'll get Goldix's skills out in a second. But yeah, I mean, so I like the higher levels. Obviously, I like the tension. I like playing at playing at games that I'm like, I'm not sure I'm gonna win. But again, you are a little bit more dependent on certain things coming out. I mean, there are certain spells that if I was playing at a lower level, I might just be like, that's a stronger spell, but I'm gonna leave that because I want to try different strategies. At this level, I mean, Flame Wave, Firestorm, Ice Snowstorm. Those spells are just essential. I mean, you see an opportunity to grab them, you grab them. Horn of Wrath. I mean, there's just a bunch of artifacts and spells that if you see them, you really just need to go and get them. Tremor, or Earthquake. I don't know if I said that already, but yeah, the big spells are really helpful as far as advanced actions. I mean, you're looking for counterattack, you're looking for Blood Rage. You're looking for things that can do lots of damage. All right, Underground Travel, Snowstorm, love it. That's the one I want. And then we have Charm. Possess is interesting. It's a little tricky. I mean, of those 3, Snowstorm would be the one I would definitely be leaning toward. The only unfortunate thing about Snowstorm is that you run into an ice dragon near the city, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't use the ice attack against it efficiently. But if you can combo like Snowstorm and Expose, whoo, you can play some huge dividends down the road. All right, we have. Daniel says you played a bunch of Star Wars Rebellion recently and a whole lot of Imperium these past couple weeks. I have not played Imperium yet, unless you're talking about TI4, but I'm pretty sure you're talking about the other Imperium game. Star Wars Rebellion is also a game I've never played. I've never played War of the Ring, which I'm about to correct in the next couple of weeks, or Star Wars Rebellion. And I think, I need to correct one, if not both of those. But again, one of my friends just bought War of the Ring second, so we're gonna be able to play that pretty soon. Chilling Stare, there we go. Oh, Blood Rage, there we go. I like Chilling Stare a lot. The problem is you're up against an enemy with ice resistance, and all of a sudden that doesn't work. And then Ice Shield. Ice Shield can be useful. I like how dynamic it is. I mean, you could you could use it against an enemy and block it, but even if you fail to do the block, you still reduce their armor by 3. But again, that also doesn't work against enemies with ice resistance. So, looking like I have 3 things that I like that, I just don't want to load up on that because you run into, again, ice resistance in that final city, and you're gonna be in trouble. All right, Goldix is gonna go over here. What do we got? Daniel hasn't played in 2 months. What is going on, man? It's a mess. Absolute mess. Unacceptable, Daniel. I expect more from you, man. Alright, we're going here. We got the token. And then we have Silverfear Cannon managing, trying to manage multiple characters. Yeah. Silverfear's talking about managing multiple characters in Jaws of the Lion. It can be a lot. Going through tutorial scenarios of Jaws of the Lion now, first time into Gloomhaven, for sure. You'll get it. I always marvel at how many people criticize Mage Knight for having too many rules, but then play like Gloomhaven like it's nothing. I mean, between the conditions, the modifiers, there's a lot going on in Gloomhaven. The focus rules. I mean, yeah, take a monster AI multiple choice test, soon about movement, and you're guaranteed to get a few wrong. I don't care how experienced you are. So it's there are a lot of rules in Gloomhaven, but people just tend to not it's somehow immune from criticism about it. I don't know why I'm taking those out. We don't need those. Move those over here. Let me shuffle up the 10 skills. I should try Maze Knight multi-handed. Yeah, you've told me that before, Daniel. I saw. What did you posted a picture of a four-handed game? I think on the Mage Knight forum, which is just insane, man. That's just a lot of upkeep. The Gloomhaven Helper app makes it much more manageable. Yeah, it's a good recommendation, truck driving gamer. Appreciate that for those who are looking to have something to make Gloomhaven a little bit simpler. And last but not least, I need to shuffle the artifact deck. Today's going to be a little weird because you all know me and my preference to burn down some monasteries. I've been playing Darkest Night 2nd Edition, where the monastery is like, you need to save it and protect it at all costs. So I feel like I'm a little conflicted right now. I'm going to see a monastery and not know what to do. But of course, I'm going to burn it down. But the struggle is real, kids. The struggle is real. I am going to put the artifact deck up here with this little handy dandy stone on there. I don't know why I use the stone to remind me it's the artifact deck, but it's something I've done for a long time. And that can go there. Let me roll the 3 dice to set the source. We get a gold and 2 reds. Not a bad start. I'm going to set the initial terrain. Oh, monastery right off the bat, and a dungeon. Gotta like that. And then we have another monastery, a maze. Wow. Another monastery, a maze, and a refugee camp. So a whole bunch going on these first 2 tiles. I need 2 advanced actions to go into the source. And we get Firebolt and Agility. Yoink. And we're going to get 2 orcs. I'm looking at this. I mean, if this tile was like not as cool, this is a great tile for a first tile. Unfortunately, sometimes you get stuck there and you're really dependent on a good tile coming there in the second night. The way this laid out, I think, and the Northern Monks are in the monastery. I think I go to the monastery, go to this dungeon, and then try to work my way up. If I can end in that magical glade, having done both of those in the first day, that's a pretty awesome day. So we'll see. Orcs are going to be here. We have ourselves some prowlers, and the orc here is going to be the Orc War Beast, and I don't need to put anything else on the board. Cool. This season of SATs, Gloomhaven Monster Movement will. Yeah, that'd be a great SAT, man. Daniel wants to put Gloomhaven Monster Movement rules on the SATs. Eric J. Gloomhaven has a lesser decision space. I think this makes people think it's less complex. That's a really astute comment. I definitely appreciate that. And Truck Driving Gamer. Oh yes, 2 gold source. Nice. Silver Fear is Gloomhaven Helper app applicable to Jaws of the Lion? I think it is. If I have the same app, and I'm gonna go get started. Let me draw my opening hand. Swiftness, concentration, rage, improvisation, and mana draw. I do not have. Well, I could do it this way. Say I'm moving 6 there, but if I go to the dungeon, I can't use the. Well, the problem is I can't use the gold in there. Otherwise, so I can't get the range 5 because night rules apply in the dungeon. So I do think it's still better if I can try to get to the monastery, have the gold mana, hold on to the swiftness. Range attack 5 will be a lot enough to kill a lot of mage tower garrisons, not all of them though. So I guess the question is, do I want? I think I want Great Start. I think I want not Great Start. I think I want planning, because that just gives me a lot more flexibility this round. It's like better to have 1 card every turn than to have 2 cards in the first. But the problem is that I'm stuck without really any good move unless I do improvisation and mana draw, because I don't know if I want to ditch the rest of this. Could do improvisation and rage. And if I have that, it's just really limiting my attack. Yeah, I don't like losing a improvisation for that move 5 on the very first turn. That's a problem. It's my only ranged attack. Yikes. I don't want to do rethink. That's not going to work. Mana draw can be really good, but I think this still makes the most sense to drop mana draw. So let me do planning. We have to roll for the dummy player's skills or tactic. He takes rethink, so he's going to go first. And then in the solo game, all cards come out at the end end of the round. So you're going to go through every single tactic through the course of the game. So Goldix is first. Goldix is going to go 3 cards. 1 is a move. We get a green, a white, and a red. That's that. He has no red in the inventory, so we're good there. Good start, good start. Yes. We are going to... Daniel just wrote that in the comments. Yeah, I think I used that for move 5. I do the rage. Again, my problem is if I get rid of... I only have one other rage in my starting deck, right? So, like, don't necessarily want to burn up all my stuff. I don't have a green or a white, so I think I do want to go to the monastery first. Let me do this move 5. I'm going to spend it as move 4, and I'm assume I'll be able to pick up a movement card, and I'll see what I roll for a die there. So I'm going to roll that die. It's a green. I draw out to my hand limit, which is 5, and then planning triggers, and I get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. The other thing I could do is recruit the Northern Monks. Now, the Northern Monks won't be helpful there or there, but I have the concentration and threaten. That's a pretty sick combo if I wanted it. So, I can't recruit the Utham Guardsmen there, and I can't recruit the Guardian Golems there. So if I move 2, 5, 6, 7, yeah, it's a lot. We'll see. So that was my first turn. Goldix's second turn. We get a red, we get a green, we get a blue, 1 blue crystal in the inventory, so that comes off. So he went through 7 cards. He's got 9 left. My turn. Really want to combo concentration and swiftness for that range attack 5. I just think that makes the most sense. Problem is, I need 7 to get the Northern Monks, and this only gets me up to 5. I'm going to move 2 to go here. I guess the question is, do I burn this sucker down, or do I try to get the Northern Monks? I think I give it... He only went through 9 cards. I think I give it 1 chance. Should have at least 4 turns. If I recruit next turn, burn it down, move here, do the dungeon, and that'd be a really nice set of 4 turns. It's going to be a little bit hard to pull off. I think I'm going to drop Tirelessness too. As much as I love that card, it's really not going to be that helpful. It gives me more chance to maybe even pick up my influence card, promise. So I'm going to drop that. I draw up to 5, and then planning triggers, I get 6. That didn't do it. I could do that. Move 5, get the monks. And then maybe I just do the dungeon next round. Just spend the first round recruiting a unit. That's not terrible. Alright. Goldix's turn. Green, green, blue. 1 more card. So he's gone through 11 cards. He has 5 left. That's nice. My turn. I'm going to play Threaten. I'm going to power it with the red. I'm going to play these 2 cards sideways. That's going to give me Influence 7. I lose that at the end of the turn, and I am the proud owner of some monks. Or, do I get Firebolt? I get that ranged fire attack. Maybe the monks aren't going to be that great. And then I could hold on to the rage card. Let me do that, actually. I'm going to just get the Firebolt into my D deck, and that will give me some more attack. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Alright, cool. Autobolt. I love you, monks, but sorry, you're not going to be You're not going to be around this game. So I draw up to 5 planning triggers. I get up to 6. Goldix goes 1, 2, and 3. It's blue. One more. My turn. We're going to burn down the monastery. So 1, 2, 3. I do a random Mage Tower garrison. Yoink. What do we got? We have ourselves the sorcerers. All right. This can work actually. So what I'm going to do is I'd have to block them 6 and they have poison and assassin. So no thanks. I'm going to play concentration to get me a red mana token. I'm going to power Firebolt, which gives me range fire attack 6, and I'm going to power Swiftness, which gives me range attack. Range fire attack 3, and play Swiftness, which gives me range attack physical attack 3. That's a range attack of 6, which is enough to kill the sorcerers. That gives me 5 fame. I already lost my 3 reputation. He's out. I'm going to clean up my play area. That goes there. I'm going to get my reward. So my reward is an artifact. I'm going to put a shield on there to indicate that it is burned down. Where are my shields? Here they are. And this is down to 1. There's only 1 monastery left on the board. All right, Mysterious Box or Banner of Fear. Banner of Fear for the win. I will absolutely take that. I do need a unit to make it really effective, but that's fine. And now I'm going to do my level up. Looking at my top 2 skills, I get 1 point of healing and a green crystal, or I can add 1 range attack, 1 siege attack, to a card. So when I play a card, I think it includes a card play sideways. What is this? Deadly Aim. Yeah, so I get +1 card to an attack of any type in the range siege attack phase, or +2 to a card, even a card played sideways. So I can play a move card sideways and becomes 3 attack. It's a very flexible skill. As much as I like the point of healing in the blue, that's going to go away. I'm going to add 1 of Golden skills to the inventory. Not Flight, but it's okay. It is a Glittering Fortune, and now I take a card from the source. Or from the advanced action offer. I think I take Blood Rage. Chilling Stare is tempting. Ice Block is tempting. Yeah, I'm going to take Blood Rage for that attack 9. Daniel, you can always recruit units. Yeah, I thought about it. Oh, Ritual. I've been liking Ritual Attack more and more. All right, so I'm going to get my hand limit, which is 5. Planning triggers, I get 6. Goldix is going to go there. He's declaring end of round next turn. I think, yeah, that's a lot of attack, man. I think I just go to the dungeon. So I'm going to move 2, move 3, move 4. I'm in the dungeon. I'm going to enter the dungeon. He's declaring end around next turn. So I do want to do this, and I really want to get onto that forest before it's move 5 in the night. So we're taking a random monster. So I'm going to pull a Manticore just to make Daniel happy. Oh no, it's a Hydra. That's not bad. Alright, so the Hydra's attacking me with 3 separate attacks of 2. I do need to block each one of those individually. So Determination is going to block 1. Rage is going to block 1. I'm going to take 1 wound to my hand, and then I'm going to play Rage. I'm going to take a wound to make that attack 5. And then, well, if I take a wound, oh yeah, I'm taking 2 wounds no matter how I cut it. It doesn't matter. And then that's going to make it attack 7. Oh wait, I don't need to take the wound. Here you go. I'm going to power this with the gold die from the source. No, I'm in a dungeon. Can't use the gold mana. So I am taking the wound. That's attack 5. That make it attack 7. The Hydra is toast. I don't get any reputation increase, but I do get 5 fame. That gets me up to 10. I'm going to get a level up. I first got to get my reward. My reward is going to be a spell or a artifact. I rolled a blue, so it is a basic color, so it is going to be an artifact. Whew, endless bag of gold, or, man, I don't want another banner. I will play endless bag of gold, will give me fame, and then influence 9 could come in handy. It's not the card of dreams, but it will do. I have these 2 wounds. That's fine. All right, not the artifacts of dreams, but again, they'll do. So I'm drawing up to my hand limit, which is 5. I have 2 wounds on my hand. They do count for purposes of planning. So 1, 2, 3, and then planning triggers. That's another one. Ooh, and I have tranquility, so I can actually heal all my wounds this round, which is nice. All right, Goldix declares end of round. Planning can go away. My turn. I'm going to move to. Ooh, can I get that guy? Nah. Oh, I have the range attack. Interesting. Attack two. Wondering if I can kill the prowlers. Don't think. Well, can. I'm going to have this. I'll play all three of those sideways for move 3. That's probably a move card, but is it worth it? I can look through my discard pile. Let me see if that's a move card. There's 1 March, 2 March, 1 Stamina. I think I have another Stamina at the bottom of my deck. Nope, Tirelessness is the other Stamina. What the heck is that card? Oh, it's Concentrate. It's Crystallize. Never mind, that's not going to be helpful. Alright, so I'm going to play these 3 cards sideways for move 3. I'm going to power Swiftness, Swift Reflexes. That's going to give me range attack 3. I could get range attack 4. Either way, the Prowlers are dead. That's 1 fame, and I'm sorry, 1 reputation bump because I defeated a rampaging orc, and I get 2 fame because the Prowlers are weenies, and you don't get that much fame. End of my turn, I'm ending on a magical glade. I can throw away a wound from my hand or discard pile. All right, done. That goes there. So, pretty effective turn. I will take it. And then here we have Crystallize. And we'll go from there. So we'll see. We'll see if not getting the Northern Monks is the strategy that worked. I am happy to get 2 artifacts, especially considering one of them was kind of a dud. It's nice to get through that deck a little bit more. Hopefully I'll have a better opportunity to get more in the future. Now, if I start my next turn with a lot of influence, there is one argument to go to the refugee camp, but then remember it's going to be 5 move back, which is no bueno. So we'll see. It'll be 3 movement here. I mean, I could go to that monastery, but there's a lot. There'd be a lot going on there. In some ways, especially considering the endless bag of gold isn't exactly what I wanted, there is one argument. It would have been maybe better if I rolled a spell and taken Snowstorm out of the spell offer, but that's fine. I put the extra banner in the discard pile. Huh? Did I? In my discard pile? Banner of Fear. I did! Thank you. Someone's paying attention. Alright. That will go there. I didn't do that with the first one, right? Right. Mysterious box is there. Cool. Nice catch. I would have been like, I didn't take this. This is amazing. Probably the first time I called you live. What's up, Jill Masmo? I appreciate the excitement, man. This is crazy. So I'm hopeful. I am hopeful we made some good choices there, but we'll see. All right, the units all go away. This gets added to Goldless's deck. Obviously, it's a dual color card, not ideal. I count them as 2. There is an argument to say count them as the most. Oh, Chivalry would be great. However, unfortunately, Chivalry is in the unit offer. Remember that last minute. And then we have another green added to Goldless's inventory. I really want Snowstorm for that goes away. So hopefully I get a Mage Tower. That would be a high priority attack this round. And we added Chilling Stare, as I already said. So I'm going to shuffle these up. We have 17 cards in his D deck. He's there. And we already have Chivalry. I need to reset the source. 2 blacks and a gold. That is not a legal roll because it needs to be half basic. So we get 2 blues and a white. Again, I only re-rolled the 2 blacks. The white stayed no matter what. And I think I said 2 blacks and a gold. It was 2 blacks and a white. It's like gold. It's just different. And then we have 3 units here. We have Herbalists. The Magic Familiars, ooh, which can be recruited. Oh, man. But you need to spend the mana token. So I need to get a basic mana token. If I get Crystallized early, getting the Magic Familiars, which again, if you're not recruiting them, so the modifier doesn't even count. You're basically just like bribing them to work with you. So it's not interaction. It's a really weird thing because you can't interact in the magical glade. So getting them is non-interaction. But then you have that exclamation point. So the magic familiars have some very strange rules around them. But I think I would very much like to get them if I can. So again, Wolfhawk isn't great with getting mana and crystals. It is one argument for maybe taking, that skill that I turned away, but I think we'll be all right. So I'm going to draw to my opening hand. We have Endless Bag of Gold. Oh, that's nice. If I want to give me something that gives me a crystal. Nope. That didn't go well. Well, I guess like, oh, if I have English bag of gold, never mind. Oh, that's actually perfect because I can actually just spend the 6 influence, get the magic for familiars, and use a die from the source. Right? When you get them, spend a mana of a basic color, put a mana token. Yes. Don't mind if I do. All right, cool. It's gonna be a very weird playthrough. So, what am I doing? I'm gonna take. I think I take preparation out and get me tirelessness to make sure I can really like start moving around early in this round. I think that makes the most sense. I'm gonna roll for Goldix and cry if he rolls a 6. He rolled a 4. So Midnight Meditation's out. Goldix is going first again, and I'm getting tirelessness. Tirelessness, where are you? There we are. Awesome. Amon says after getting Spirit Island, he hasn't had a chance to play Mage Knight. I absolutely understand. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone asked why I put a shield in a magical glade. Because I play bad. Is the I don't know what I'm doing. It's really the point. No, I don't know why I did that. That was really silly. I think when I killed the orc, I just felt like marking something, and I don't know. It is what it is. So I took my Wolfhawk preparation can leave. And that is cool. All right, Goldix. Drawing 3 cards. It's a Chilling Stare came off the top right away, which I appreciate. And then we ended up with a red and a white. So the deck is still rich in greens and blues, which can be a little concerning. My turn. I am going to hold on to Tirelessness, I think. And what I'm going to do is just spend this 6 influence. Because this is not interaction, that doesn't matter. Which is, again, very weird. And I'm going to spend a blue. Do I want the blue or the white? The white gives me more move. The blue gives me more block. I will take the white. And that's going to give me move 5. So I'm going to turn that into a mana token. And when I use him for movement, it's move 5 instead of the move 3. If I use it for block, whatever. But this all does mean, oh, I would have started my turn with the black because I am on a magical glade. But obviously I don't really need a black mana token, so I'm not going to bother. If I use it for attack or block or heal, I can still do that, but the move is just enhanced because we have the mana token on there. All right. So I get 2 fame as well because the endless bag of gold would have been nice had if I didn't need to use this for movement last turn. Getting that little extra fame there could have been nice because then I would actually have leveled up. But again, we'll have an opportunity to level up pretty quick. As again, that's just a healing thing, right? That's just an influence thing. So I'm just spending influence to do that. That is not my action. So you can use that at any time that you use special effects. Really, so that's fine. I'm going to use this stamina card to do move 2, and let's get out a countryside terrain. So I'm going to explore right there. What do I get? Oh, that's a great tile for me. All right, I am still adjacent, but this is going to be face down. So I was just playing with the Ultimate Edition with my friend. It was the first time playing with it, and I've noticed the tokens, the art's on the other side. So if I put something face up, that's supposed to be face down. I'm sorry, but the art is on the other side of the curved edge. So I'm like having to think extra hard now to make sure I put things face down. So that goes there. So this is really nice. I don't know if I go here. I think I make, oh man, I love artifacts, but I think it might make more sense to go here and go to this keep, get the extra cards there. I can also have a chance to recruit the shock troops, which I don't hate, although I've used 2 of my influence cards. The only influence card I have left is Promise. Do I want to assign? I can spend the unit to cancel 1 enemy attack. Man, Banner of Fear is okay. I don't love it. I mean, I love it for the stronger effect, but I'm not using the stronger effect till the 3rd round. I'm just going to drop it. I'm just going to drop it because that's what I'm going to do. All right, cool. We are going to re-roll this. That's a gold. That's super helpful. And I'm going to draw it to my hand limit, which is 5. Now remember, this doesn't reveal even though it's night because even though I'm adjacent because it's night. Ooh, I'm salivating with the terrain tile. Yes. Oh, is it? Warlord Drake says recruiting familiar counts as an action. Okay. Really? But it's not interaction because you can't interact in the thing. All right, I'm inclined to believe you. I didn't take another action anyway, so it just act like if that's true, which I'm definitely inclined to believe. If that's true, I mean, there's an exclamation point. It has to be true. So if that's true, I would just play stamina first to do the movement for the explorer, and then I would have spent the 6 influence to get the magic familiars. Right, and I'm still staying in the same place. Awesome. So I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is. I think well, it's gross that Tirelessness is in my hand now because it's not going to really help me get me into there, but we'll see. So I'm drawing into my hand limit, which is 5. Rage, a wound, oh, and Tranquility. Well, not the Hand of Dreams, but I think it will do. Wondering, not knowing what that unit is, I think I'm going to end up spending another turn here to get rid of this wound. And that's fine. All right, Goldix's second turn. It's a green, a red, and a blue. So one comes off. He's gone through 7. My turn. I start in a magical glade. I get a black mana. Who cares? This is going away at the end of the turn anyway. So I'm just going to use Tranquility to draw a card just to kind of see if it's something I still want in my hand. We get a movement card, which I appreciate. And I will hold on to that. At the end of the turn, I throw away a wound because I'm in a magical glade. And I draw to my hand limit, which is 5. Alright. Alright, we got some options. Goldix, green, green, don't be green. Oh, 3 greens in a row. Alright, 1, 2, 3. So he's gone through 13 of his cards. So hopefully that's a white or a red, and we'll get an extra turn out of this. But it does mean I need to move. I need to move. Alright, how are we doing this then? I'm going to move 4. That's all I need to go in there. So Tirelessness didn't really pay off like I hoped, but that's fine. Do I want to not? You know what? Let me hold on to Tirelessness just in case I can keep it. Yeah, because the swiftness isn't going to help me in this battle anyway. So I'm going into here. What do we get? Oh, it's the other sorcerers. Wow. Why? So they're attacking with 6. I can reduce their attack by 2 and then block them, but then I need range attacks. I need attack 6. How the heck am I getting attack 6 out of this? This gives me attack 4. Hold on one sec. Range attack converts to regular attack in the melee phase. So, just don't have a white anyway. Yikes, those are not the ones I want to see. I really don't feel like taking 4 wounds right now. So let's see how I can block it. That would be block 6. Wish I powered that with the blue instead of the white, considering I'm not using it for movement. But that's not going to work. Reduce, reduce, and I still don't have a red. Yowza. I think I'm taking the wounds. I think I'm taking the wounds. Reduces attack by 1, and then assign 2 wounds to the magic familiars, but that's not going to help too much. I definitely am going to need another crystal in my inventory before the end of this round, otherwise I'm going to lose the magic familiars, and that'd be super sad. So, attack 3, a card plays sideways is attack 6. I hold on to this and this for next turn. I think that makes the most sense. Or I take the 2 wounds to my hand, heal 2. But then I still can't get the... I'm not going to have enough attack that way. Yeah, okay. So I'm doing range attack. Let's Yeah, let me do that. I'm gonna take the sorcerers are attacking me, so it's giving me 2 wounds. I know I can't assign it to the magic familiars even if I wanted to because it has assassin. So never mind all that garbage I was saying. These 2 wounds go into my discard pile, and then I'm gonna do this is attack 3 using a magic familiars for attack 3. That's attack 6. The sorcerers are dead. That gets me up to 19 fame. I do lose a reputation because I attacked a fortified site. All right, end of my turn. This goes away. I'm gonna clean up my play area. I'm gonna get my reward. I'm getting snowstorm. That goes there. I am also gonna get myself a new skill. I do not want Goldix's skill by any means. Alright, this, man, that's a great card. It's just a little weird. So how the pack, this is the cooperative skill. So once a round, except during interaction, I get 1 card play sideways, gives me +4 instead of +1 for each command token with no assigned unit. So I get +5 if I did that right now. Additionally, ooh, I can get the herbalists. No, I can't get, I can only get them in monasteries and villages. Never mind. The next turn, I can use it for I can use it for -1 attack and -1 armor. It's a very dynamic skill. Or I get 1 white crystal and a heal. I think because of my situation with the magic familiars, I think I need to take this, and I also don't mind that having that heal as much as I love Howl of the Pack. Goldix thing goes here, and then I will take. I think Ritual Attack is the most dynamic. Ice Shield can be really interesting though. Not that eager to throw anything away. I'll take Pure Magic just for the flexibility there. Yeah, we'll go there. I like cards we throw away a lot more in Dungeon Lords than I do in this scenario. That's fine. I'm only drawing up to 5. Definitely running out of turns here. Cool. Warlord Drake said, just check the compendium. I appreciate it. Goldix, please be a red or a white. No, it's a blue. He's declaring end around next turn, which is a problemo. Alright, I'm going to get a white crystal and heal 1. I think it's not worth resting. I think I'm still going to go this way and try to get to some keep action. An extra card draw early next round would be helpful. So I'm going to play Tirelessness for move 4. So 1, 2. Pure Magic's not going to be that helpful. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to explore. It's not going to be helpful this round at least. Ooh, a village. If I played a white crystal, I can get influence 4. I think that makes the most sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We get another keep, which makes me even more eager to do this keep stuff. Yoink. So 3, 4. I'm going to play this sideways, and that's going to get move 2 because of Tirelessness. That's going to get me up into here. I could play this sideways as well, which, you know what, I have so many cards on my deck yet. I'm going to do that as well. So each card I play sideways, each card I play provides 1 additional move, including cards placed sideways. So I did Pure Magic sideways to move 2. I'm going to play Rage sideways for another move 2. And let's get another terrain tile out. So we get another village. Nope. Art is not lined up. Here we go. We have a ruins. And we have an orc in the swamp where those orcs belong. This is still face down until next round. And we have another orc. Which is face up. It is an ironclad, which is cool. So we have a fire bolt to destroy him. I'm going to re-roll this. It is a red. I draw it to my hand limit, which is 5, and I only have 1 more turn. Ooh, snowstorm. Hi. And 5. baiting. This won't be able to block anything. I think I just kill the Ironclad while I can get some more fame. Oh, it's going to put me one away from leveling up again. But at least I get a reputation back, and then I could always backtrack next turn if I wanted to. So Goldix declares end of round. I'm going to power improvisation. That gives me move 5. So I'm in the swamp. Even if I just get that one keep instead of both, it's probably more action efficient anyway. And then I'm going to play Snowstorm. It gives me ranged ice attack. Yeah, I can't get 2 more movement, unfortunately. So I get ranged ice attack 5, which kills the Ironclads, who are physically resistant. They have brutal, don't really feel like dealing with those wounds. So I get 1 reputation back, 4 fame. That gives me up to 23, and then we move on to the next day. Wait, I got the blue from concentration. That's how I did that. I was like, why do I have 2 dice in front of me? All right, we're good. So cleaning up my play area. There's always something going on in my head, kids. It's not always the most effective. But yeah, a lot of my deck I didn't get through. But glad at least I got the white crystal to keep the magic familiars around. So that was the right choice since I never ended up with concentration. So that's 2 turns in a row, or crystallized. That's 2 turns in a row where crystallized did not end up in my hand. Alright. So at the start of each round, I'm going to need to replace that with the crystal in inventory, which is fine. Shuffling on my D deck, I think I have 3 wounds in there, which isn't great. This goes away. This goes into his D deck. These come down. We're going to replace this. What is it? Oh, Stout Resolve, man. Just 2 great cards in a row. In the wrong place. We're getting a white crystal into Goldix's inventory. This goes away. These come down. Cure and Disease are interesting. Mana Bolt. Oh, love me some Mana Bolts, man. Mana Bolt is great. Alright. Dave Laporte! What's up, buddy? Long time CEO to watch a live show. It is good to see your name, man. Been a while, for sure. What kind of protectors do you use? I use Ultra Pros, I think, for the black cards. And the colored... So the blue and the greens, those are actually Zupin. They are, I can just get them on Amazon. I have links. If you go to my my non-live playthroughs, there are links to all the cards I use in the description. I really like the Zupins. I like the feel of them. They seem really adorable. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, they're definitely not one of the bigger names. And stock is sometimes an issue. Yeah, no, Pasha, he meant the card sleeves. Yeah, I figured as much. So how are we doing on space? Looks like we're still good for a while. We have 2 more countryside tiles, and we'll finally get into the cores. I rolled that. Oh, that is a gold, black, black. Not going to do it. That is a green. Hey, haven't seen one of those yet. A black and a red. Okay, drawing up to my hand limit, which is 5. I will be up to 6 next turn as soon as I defeat something. Wowza, 2 wounds. That's great. Well, at least I have 0 influence. I need to pay for the magic familiars to keep them around because they're greedy. Ooh, I can get influence from them. Oh, I get 5 influence from them where I am. Can I recruit something in the village? I can recruit the herbalists. How do I feel about the herbalists? Man, they're so underwhelming. But that's fine. Sometimes it can be useful. It's day, so this goes face up. It's the shock troops, and it's day, so this goes face up as well. I have to grab my tactics. Hope I can pillage the village, which might be a little self-defeating. Because then I'll be down to -2, which is going to make it harder for me to recruit the shock troops. Because didn't we just have shock troops? I think we just had shock troops. Yeah, we got their brothers. I really like the shock troops. And I can get influence 5 in the magic familiar. So I think it's okay if I pillage. Do I try to keep Greg Start around? I might. I might. Banner of Fear, again, is kind of pointless. Let me use Great Start instead, and maybe it will save me from pillaging, so I can kind of protect my reputation a little bit. My very valuable reputation. We're going to do Goldix. He rolls a 3, Mana Steel's out, so he's first again. So, what I like to do, personally, is if I can get within range of the city in the second day. Now, I'm doing a level 10 city. That's rough. But if I can get within range of it, if I can siege it in the second night, then I have the third day to kind of regroup, do some healing, whatever, and then I have the last night where I can hopefully siege the level 12 Megapolis. They are Imperial Shock Troops. Nice. Notoriously bad aim. Got married. Nice. Oh, yeah. COVID's making job demands a little greater. Yeah, it seems that way for a lot of people. For sure. For sure. For sure. Cool. All right. So I did great start. I get 2 more cards. I got endless bag of gold. Oh, I got all my influence cards. Wow. Well, I could, while I'm here, recruit. Oh, that will level me up. You know, I might as well take the herbalist, especially with all these stupid wounds, and get healed 2 that way. Go wipe out the shock troops, kind of go this way. If I get the herbalist and the shock troops, I think that'd be pretty strong. Alright, Goldix goes first again. Don't pull a green. It's a blue. Don't mind if I do. There's a white over there. Make sure I can have those on camera so people can see what's going on there. My turn. So it'd be 4 points of influence to get the herbalists. Yes. I will do that. So I'm going to do 4 points of influence to get the herbalists. Because I'm modified by -1. Alright. So that's interaction. Do I want to spend any cards before that? No, I don't. Now that I have the herbalist as a special effect, I'm going to do this and get healed 2. Throw those wounds away. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to... Oh, I also get 2 fame, which levels me up, which is great. I'm going to get another token. I'll just do the level up now. And that's going to give me a lot of flexibility for how I want to approach the rest of this round. So, yeah, I think we're good. Endless bag of gold comes in a little bit big. I like it. I like it. All right, let's go. Let's get we're going to roll this die, clean up my play area. That's black. That's super helpful. I'm going to draw it to my hand limit, which is now 6, as I just did that level up. So 1, 2. So remember, like, endless bag of gold is responsible for 4 of my fame. This is a garbage hand. Oh, wait, I was definitely dropping the Banner of Fear as well. Sorry about that. So, yes, I'm going to need to pillage because this is a garbage hand. Wow. I think. This can give me attack 4. I mean, come on. I can see what I'm up against and I'm still not liking it. If I can get a blue, which I... Oh, I can get... Oh, I don't have a... I can get a white from there, do mana draw. White from there, get 2 blues. Black. And then a red. I think I can kill them with what I have. It's 3. Just trying to see if I need to pillage or not. Away from that, excuse me, away from that. Everyone likes when I cough on their face, apparently. Alright, I can do it that way. It's ugly. It's super ugly. But I'm only going to need 3. Oh, so I don't even have to spend the red theory. I can do that with this. Alright, I do not need to pillage. Just trying to save my reputation. Which will be good. And then once I have owned that keep, then I'll be drawing 7 for the following turn. So that could really work out well. Alright, Goldix. Blue, white, green. Ah, 3 more. Stupid. Okay, another green comes off at least. My turn. I'm going to do this healing effect now. I get a white crystal. I get a point of healing, but obviously there's nothing I heal, but I need that white to pull the rest of this turn off. So I'm going to get move 3. I'm in here. I'm sieging a fortified site, so I lose a reputation. Alright, now I need to get block 5, because the shock troops have elusive, right? So if I try to beat them in the siege or range attack phase, I need attack 6. Or if I block them, then I only need melee attack 3. If I don't block them, then I would need melee attack 6. So I definitely want to block them. So I'm going to power mana draw. I'm going to take this die from the source. I'm going to turn it to blue. Now, it does not count as a die I can use from the source this turn. I'm going to take that blue. I'm going to make 2 blues. One, I'm going to power determination to do block 5. So he's totally blocked. I have this other one. Now I just need melee attack 6 or melee attack 3. I'm going to play pure magic sideways, and that's going to give me I'm going to use this with that, so that gives me attack 3 in the melee phase. That's all I need to defeat them. So I already lost a reputation. I get 3 fame. He is toast. I get a shield on there. I don't get a reward from that, but the only reward I get a reward, but not like a card. The reward I get is I can draw 1 extra card in the next turn. All right, so this goes back. Again, don't re-roll it because I just took it. I didn't use it in the normal sense. These will go here. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is now 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more cards added to the one I already had. And then I have a keep now, so it's going to make it 7. So next turn, recruit the shock troops, and we can then hopefully get a lot of the core tiles out this turn, and so I can see the first city. Gold goes, red, white, and blue-white, so 2 cards. Again, I counted as both blue and white. So he's flying through his deck. My turn. Use a white mana on a blue card with 5 block. Right. Yes. Thanks. Board game descriptions. I cut out some steps. I used the white to do them. Yeah, we got it. All right. I am recruiting the shock troops so I can power. What do I need? Influence 6 for the shock troops. I think I keep this for movement, so I'm going to save the magic familiars. My modifier is -2, so I'm going to need 8 influence total. So I can play this and this. I have Blood Rage, so we're good there. So that's influence 5. That's 6, 7. And I will play Swiftness sideways for 8. I get myself the shock troops. I love. And give me like a freezers in the city now, because I don't care freezers. I have myself some shock troops. Those go there. Do I want to drop any of these cards? I don't. I like the movement. So I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. So 1, 2, 3 more cards. Like there's a wound. And then I'm going to get 1 more because of my keep. Crystallize came out, which is good because I still need a crystalline inventory so I can keep those magic familiars around. Goldix goes 1, 2, and 3. He's declaring end of round next turn. So I have 2 turns here. So we are just going crazy with movement. I don't have a green. I need to use Crystallize to get a mana. What mana? What am I going to want next turn? I'm going to get myself some. So I powered Crystallize with a blue, so I can take a blue or a red. I think I'm going to want the extra attack. Let's err on the side of attack. All right, so that's going to go on my inventory, and then obviously it's going to go on the Magic Familiars next turn. Now I have move 2, move 4. I can play Concentration to get me a blue, white, or a red mana token. I'll get the blue. And before I even do anything else, I'm going to put this out first. So I'm spending, so this was a special effect. I'm in the movement phase. I'm spending 4 move. 2 moves going to allow me to put this countryside tile out. So we have a village, a deep mine in the desert, another keep. So I can actually kind of stack a keep strategy here, which I don't hate. So that's going to go there. The maze is interesting. Remember, core tiles can't go on the edge in a wedge map. So I want to be careful how I'm building this. I got 1 more countryside tile. A little bit. Things are crowded. Let me move the wounds. All right. And I'll move the artifacts. Cool. Everything's still on the board. Great. So I'm going to tilt this a little bit too. All right. So if I go, he's flying. I get 2 more tiles just to get out. Dude, that's 9 movement in the day. That's rough. Did Tirelessness come out yet? I don't think it did. It did not. Still have this 5 movement too. I think the maze might be a little ambitious. I really got to start moving here. So I have 2 more points of movement from this. That's 1, 2. I got a blue from concentration. That's how that blue came from. So I'm going to leave that there. And then I have 2 more points of movement. That's going to go here. And I'm going to use the Magic Familiars for their move 5 to get me into the desert even in the day. This is going to open up. It's the heroes! Do I need a hero? No. That's nuts. Yeah, they two blocks. Well, technically when I was here, that would have revealed. Think about this for a sec. If I move in, maybe I just assault to keep this turn. I would need 3 to move in because I'm going through a wall. So I could do that. Goes in. I would lose 2 reputation. I'd be at -5. Yikes. I can reduce one of their attacks by 3. I'd only need. I could probably just do them next turn. Let me not spend the Magic Familiars. I might need that move next turn. I'll probably just take down that keep this turn. But if I go there, I can get another tile out. Oh, shoot. I'm going to run out. I'm not going to get a core tile on the board. Which, honestly, I'm not recruiting an elite unit anyway when my reputation is -5. So many decisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I would need. I have no. Assign a wound to the shock troops. I would just need heal 2. Hate that. Yeah, let me kill them this turn because I really want to get a core tile on the board, kind of see what I'm dealing with. Alright, so I'm going to do Magic Familiars, especially because I know I still have Tirelessness in. So Magic Familiars I'm going to use to go into here. I'm going to lose 1 reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. I'm losing another reputation because I'm going to kill the heroes. The heroes are attacking me with 2 attacks. I'm going to use the shock troops to reduce 1 enemy attack by 3. I'm not going to block the other attack, so I'm going to assign that wound to the shock troops. Because any damage from that attack will, even though it's a different, if it was the same attack that got the wound, I would have to assign it to the shock troops. This is optional because it's a different attack, even though it's the same unit. But I still am going to assign it to the shock troops. I have a couple of different ways they're going to heal too. And then I'm going to pay Rage. I'm going to use this skill to get me attack 4. The heroes have ice resistance, but not physical resistance, so that's totally enough to kill them. I already lost a reputation. I'm going to get 5 fame. That gets me up to 33. That gives me another shield. And my hand limit is now going to be 8, which should get me through the rest of my cards. Which makes me happy, man. You know what? Knowing what's still left in my hand, let me not wound the shock troops. But I don't have another heal. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Let me just wound the shock troops. We're fine. Don't want to have 2 more wounds like shuffling through my deck into the second day or second night. Alright, these go here. What am I doing? I'm going to draw up to my hand limit. Oh, did I? I remember. Oh, yeah, there. Rock on. Yes, that Mage Tower is conquered. Thank you. Board game subscriptions is reminding me of that. Are you holding on for a hero, Greg? Are you holding on for a hero? Think so? The dragon is flying through its deck. Sigh. That probably goes back a little bit. All right, I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6 plus 2. This should be the rest of the cards on my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, sir. All right. Honestly, if there's a dragon there or there, I can actually just wipe those suckers, wipe those suckers out with all this ranged elemental attack I have. This goes here from a couple turns ago, I can think. Goldix declares end of round. My turn. I'm going to want to save that blue from the source. I'm going to play Tirelessness for move 2. I'm going to put a countryside tile here, which means I can put a core tile here. Again, countryside tiles, you can put them on the edge, and additionally, you can put them adjacent to one other tile as long as the tile that you're putting them next to is adjacent to 2 other tiles. All right, so this goes here with move 2. We have another mage tower. We have a ruins, which is going to be face up. I would love it to be a unit. Give me a unit. Is that the ruins? That is. Give me a unit. No, send one of each mana type and get 10 fame. We got a mage tower garrison, which is going to be face down, and we have an orc hanging out by the lakes. It is a lake orc. That's what it does. It just chills in the lakes. All right. Oink. Okay, it is the Wolf Riders. They have an attack with 3 with swiftness. I'm going to spend March for move 3. Right, because Tirelessness is going to be +1 to 1 extra move card this turn. So I have 3 move with that. I'm going to use that 2 of this movement to put out a countryside tile. Oh, it's a big lake in my face. Oh, that's less than ideal. But it's the Blue City, and it's a monastery. So we get another card on the unit offer. So its regeneration goes there. So that is 2. Yikes. We have a dragon. 1 more point of movement. Yeah, definitely. I'm just wasting all this attack, unfortunately. But we will get, what is it? Advanced units on the board next turn. We get a Draconum. Depending on what this is, I might try to go around this way. It's a little bit of a dangerous name, though, because they're definitely, I think the White City has a thing right there. That's where flight would become really important. Oh! It's a ice dragon. Yeah, we're going around this way. That's really not a good tile for me. Wow. I have 1 more point of movement. Yeah, I don't love that. Let me get the Blue City card. Unlikely to be recruiting. So yeah, all elemental attacks are going to be enhanced in the Blue City, and it's going to be a garrison of a 10. So I'll just take that out now while I'm stalling, because I don't know what the heck I want to do. We're going to have a keep garrison face down. We're going to have 2 mage tower garrisons and the 2 city garrisons. Now, in a 10-12 like this, I am more worried about the 10 than I am the 12. I find that if you beat the 10, you usually have enough fame and enough good cards that you'll be able to beat the 12, because you're really not that, you're usually talking about 1 extra unit. It's usually not that big of a deal. The first city is always the hardest. And I find that at Volkare's Return too, when you're playing on Legendary, it's the hardest. What this does mean is we're definitely not getting Volkare's Camp. So, because when I get to the Megapolis, I'm going to have to, if it's Volkare's Camp, I'm just going to get rid of it. And we're just going to have to get the top 2 city tiles that I set aside at the beginning of this game. Yeah. That's not great. Alright, I'm going to use this influence card sideways to give me 1 more, because I still have 1 leftover move. This gives me another move. Now, Tirelessness, I didn't do, seeing how it played out, I wish I powered Tirelessness so I would get +1 for each card. But I was, just in case I ran into like a dragon like here, I had all its elemental attack. And so again, you have to decide what you're doing first. So it kind of just didn't work out for me. But I'm going to go, I think I have to go this way and hope that that gives me a tile I can go through. I mean, even the green city, or there's 3 countryside, there's 3 core tiles left. So I just need hopefully a good space that I can go through, get to that monastery. I might even kill the monastery, get another artifact, and then take on that city a little bit in this second night, even if it spans second night and the 3rd day. This is going to go face up. Oh, it is a ice mage, so he is giving a 5 ice attack, as well as he is ice resistant. So I have no way of defeating him in the rest of this day. Yeah, no way at all. I mean, I could do Blood Rage, get up to 11, but again, I guess that would kill him. He only needs 6. I feel like taking 2 wounds. That is the question. Or do I take a red crystal? That's probably smarter. A lot of attack cards. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to play Firebolt as a special effect, get a red crystal in inventory, and let's call it. I don't think those spells are good enough for me to risk it, and again, I don't have a ton of mana, so loading up on another spell right now is probably a mistake. So that is that. We will. Good news. We're starting with 8 cards, and hopefully I get a good movement card early and kind of see what I'm dealing with and try to wrap around that lake up there. There are definitely a couple of tiles that could really screw me right here. At that point, what I could do is take Mist Form, and I can move through lakes that way, but it's obviously a much less efficient way of having to pull this off. There are 2 unburnt monasteries, David. I've changed, man. I've softened in my old age. Lots changed since the last time you were here, man. All right, this is gonna go here. Re-rolling these. Yeah, even if I use a stronger effect of Tirelessness, I'm not sure it would have made a big difference. So I rolled a white, and a red. We're going to the second night. A little bit behind schedule from where I want to be, but could be worse. At least we got a quartile on the board, which means we have the fire golems, which I don't hate. They are fire resistant. They are physically resistant. I can recruit them in a keep. So if I wanted to move back, if I get a bunch of keep cards, it would cost me 13 because I'm at -5, but I can still interact. So there might be some utility there. And then we have the Ice Mages, which you can get at monasteries and mage towers. They are also fairly strong. So good array of 2 core units. And then we have the Savage Monks, which again you can get at monasteries. My units are readied. My shock troops are still injured, however. We need to do this over here. We get another green in his inventory. So greens are really bad. And then we get 2 blues lined up. So yeah, he could definitely go through his stuff really fast. Demolish is nice. These come away. This goes into his deck. These come down. We get 2 more cards in a unit offer. If I played Blood Rage sideways, no, because Tireless I had already used. I could get there, but I wanted to stay next to the keep to get the extra 2 cards. So if I played all my cards sideways, I could have gotten there. But I wanted to get the red crystal because I'll have to spend 1 for the magic familiars, and I wanted to stay near my keep. But yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. Intimidate and Maximal Effect are in the unit offer, and then we're gonna get Ice Bolt in the advanced action offer. 4 greens in his inventory. Makes me nervous. All right, I'm gonna spend this red to keep the magic familiars around because they need to be bribed, like the little imp sprite things they are. Yeah, if I can avoid that ice dragon, I'm just going to. Like I don't have the fire attack that I'm gonna want to really mess with the ice dragon. The paralyze is nasty. Yeah, it's just there's so many reasons why I just want to avoid them altogether. All right, that goes there. There is an argument to take Sparing Power this round to make sure I get it in this game. Let me draw my opening hand, 8 cards. Tirelessness. Don't have a blue. Crystallize. Banner of Fear. Tranquility. Threaten. Yowza. Those 8 cards are not a thing of dreams. Did not get a wound. Let me... Did not get a green either. So I can't even get the heal 2 from the Herbalist or Tranquility, which obviously I'm going to need at some point. Red, so I can get a bunch of move. I can at least get move 5. To open that up, we get rid of threaten. I could discard the Banner of Life that way. There's definitely an argument to use the Banner of Fear against the first city. Just break it. Then I have to hold on to it all freaking around. That's not great. Alright. Let me do this. I'm going to take Sparing Power. He's definitely going first. We have to roll to see what he's taking out of play, though. He rolled a 6. He would have taken Sparing Power, that jerk. Alright, he takes Mana Surge out. Great. So, Goldix is first. Goldix is getting a white. Don't be a green. It's a blue, just one more. Fine, another blue. So he did get rid of 0 greens. Awesome. I'm Sparing Power. I'm going to play Tirelessness, which gives me move 2 plus another card, gives me +1. I'm going to... Do I want to get rid of Crystallize? Yeah, I'm not going to really think I have the time to play that this turn. So this is going to give me move 6 because Tireless and Improvisation, and I'm discarding Crystallize. So that's move 8 total. And I do want to spend it that way because I'm just going to hope against hope that I don't get screwed here with a bad core tile. Which, you know, now that I said it, is almost guaranteed to happen. So 1, 2, 3. I have 5 points of movement left. We're exploring. It is the White City with the lake. Oh, why is that so predictable? So that's the White City and the Green City. White, green, level 12, dragon in my face. 5 points of movement left. I'm just gonna have to start moving backwards. The question is, or I go in there, I take care of that dude, and I get myself another spell, and I get myself Mist Form. Then I can move over here. That keep actually could pay huge dividends in the third night. And that goes face down, and benefit of that is I wouldn't have to deal with either of those dragons on the board, which allow me to save a lot of my attack cards. This dragon, oh, it's the Draconum Summoner. Yeah! It's freaking great. Well, can I block him? No, I'm going to take those 2 wounds. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. So I have 6 more points of movement, or 5 more points of movement. I'm going in here. I'm losing a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. He's attacking with 5 points of damage. I'm just taking the 2 wounds, and I'm causing an earthquake. So, wound 1 and 2 in my hand. And then I'm going to use the Magic Familiars for attack 6, and he's defeated. And I could re-ready them with the Herbalist, which is nice. So, if I wanted to. Alright. To defeat it, I get 5 Fame, that gets me up to 38. Orderless Reputation, so I can't interact anymore. As a special effect, I'm going to play this to heal 1 and get a white. And I'm going to play Tranquility. I don't have any greens anyway to heal the other. I put a shield here. I take whatever spell I want. I want Mist Form. And somehow I'm going to need to get a blue. I'm going to clean up my play area. Let me drop Threaten because it's useless. I roll its gold, which is exactly the blue that I wanted. I'm going to I got my rewarder ready. These come down. I need to get my level up. So my level up is 2 more advanced actions. +1 move a turn, or I can explore and influence. They're both garbage. I think I'm going to take... Yeah, I'm going to take Goldix's thing, which isn't amazing, but it's better than those 2. And I'll take Spellforge. The ice attack's not going to help me that much anyway. This goes there. And again, I had to take the bottom thing because I took Goldix's skill. But extra mana and crystals and stuff could be very, very important for where I'm at right now. I draw to my hand limit, which is 6. I don't get the bonus. I'm no longer adjacent to my keep. But getting that blue to allow me to power Mist Form, which is about to be my hand, can be really big. So I get Spell Forge, Mist Form, and Blood Rage. Yeah, it's it's a beautiful lake, man. It's it's like this horseshoe lake. So here's the reality. It's only with Mist Form. It's only 6 points of movement to get into that monastery, and I don't hate that. Let me set up this Megapolis garrison. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, red, green. So the whole map's staying on the board as it is. I'll move the blue over here, and since this is a level 12 city, we're gonna have 8 units. So we're gonna get 2 keep garrisons. So all these guys, oh sorry, not the red, it's a white. Oh, that white's the worst too, because the white gives them the extra armor. So we get 2 keep garrisons, 5 keep garrisons. Wow. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna get a 1 city garrison. Looking at the level 6s again. It's the level 12. I'm taking these off the board. We're not attacking them ever. Everything else, nothing else is in a confusing spot. Actually, I'll get rid of this orc too. I might kill that orc. We'll see. So 5 keep garrisons. I get 1 monster and 2 city. Yep, that's 8 total, which is exactly the number I need. Alright, so the 2 city coming face down. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to need the 1 monster. Which of course is going to be a Manticore, because Daniel's here and that's what happens. Alright. These go here and here. Poison and +1 armor. Awesome. That is my turn. Goldix goes. Don't pick a green. Red, blue. 1 more. He has. Oh, there's his first green. Fine. He went through 8 cards out of his 19. So he's got 11 left. I am going to. Yes. I'm going to place. I'm going to use this to get a blue and a green mana. I'm going to use the green mana to get heal 2 to give me my shock troops back, because I need to do that, and I've already played Tranquility. This is my last chance to do that. Awesome. So I wasn't able to re-ready a unit, but I think that was still more important. Getting the shock troops healed now is going to make a lot more sense. I am going to play Spellforge. I can get a crystal of any inventory. 1 crystal to my inventory, the same color as one of the spells in the spell offer. I will get the green. Blue. No. I'm going to get the blue. And then I'm going to use the blue to power Mist Form, and I'm going to play March. That gives me move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in the monastery. This keep is going to reveal itself, and the blue city garrison is going to reveal itself. Do we have any elemental attack? We have 1 thing with elemental attack. That is not bad. So the fire mages are attacking with 8. We have 2 grim legionnaires. Ugh, yikes. Well, at least they're in this city and not in that city, or the red city for that matter. We have the cursed hags, and we have ourselves some thugs, and no one likes the thugs. Oh, sparing power. So I should have a second one. Yep, thanks, Sandy S. Pointed it out. Awesome, I appreciate it. I do think I burned Banner of Fear this turn. Siege attack 8. Can get siege attack 9, which unfortunately is useless. Oh, they cannot be fortified. Oh, wow. Don't have access to a black, although I could get mana draw. Debating whether there's like the ruby rings and all that stuff. I'm debating whether I burn down this monastery while my interaction abilities are already down at the bottom here. And then I'm wondering whether I actually keep the Banner of Fear for the Megapolis. If I have Snowstorm, Blood Rage, I can do a lot of damage this round. Could get range ice attack 6, but I think I'm better off keeping Snowstorm for the city siege. The nice thing is they're so freaking close that if this bleeds over into the next day, there might be an argument to say, hey, let me get, you know, the additional artifact, have the Banner of Fear. These guys can't be fortified. Decisions. Decisions. Not recruiting anything there, obviously. My interaction is at 0. Let me get another artifact. I mean, I'm going to be burning up Snowstorm, but don't necessarily want to take a wound from Blizzard anyway. Those 2 Legionnaires are gross. Problem is, if I get an artifact that's like a total dud, I'm not gonna be happy. Very much not gonna be happy. But there's so many I like. I think the artifact, the chance of me getting an artifact that's gonna replace Snowstorm is high. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna siege. We're gonna burn down the monastery. They'll be down to, well, hopefully I succeed here. Burning down a monastery. What is it? It is, oh, the magic familiars. We've been unfortunate because now I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to get range ice attack 5. That gives me range ice attack 6. And I think I use up the shock troops. And give me range ice attacks, or range attack 7. And that can be added to a spell, I'm pretty sure. To a card provides any type of attack in the range. Yeah, so this is a card that applies an attack. So we killed the magic familiars. Hopefully this was worth it. I get 5 fame. I go from 38 to 43. We have burnt that down, so that's down to 1. And give me the Horn of Wrath or a thing. Let me clean up my play area before it gets totally confusing. Yep. What do we get? Ooh, the Soul Harvester or the Book of Wisdom. Yowza. So the Book of Wisdom, throw away an action card from your hand, gain an advanced action card from the advanced action offered to your hand that is the same color as the action you threw away, or throw away an action card from your hand as the thing get a spell from the spells offered to your hand that is the same color as the action card you threw away, and a crystal of that color to your inventory. Well, could get Tremor that way. Do not mind that. Don't have a green here. But I would get a green. Soul Harvester is alright, but that attack 3 isn't awesome. I think it's more important for me to get Tremor ultimately. So I'm going to get rid of Soul Harvester. I'm going to draw out to my hand limit, which is 6. 1, 2, 3. Now another thing I could do is if I siege this round, then I'll be going back here. I would have 9 cards in my hand, so I could really just try to just totally wipe out that city in the 3rd day, and then I would have the 3rd night to defeat the Megapolis. That might be the smarter play here. All right, Goldix. You forgot to decrease your rep. Yeah, I'm already at X, dude. I assumed Daniel was joking. Red, white, and green. 4 greens. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm effectively going to have like 2 more turns here. I'm sparing power. He's only attacking with a 3, 7. Yeah, let me do Oh, it's 4 movement in. Oh, the source has been just absolute garbage. Blue. Mana bolts. Tremors is too good, man. Alright, I'm going to throw away an action card from my hand. I'm throwing away March because I have so much movement anyway. So that's out. And I'm going to get... So I break in the Book of Wisdom. I'm getting Tremor and a green crystal to my inventory. I cannot... Well, 4, 6, 7... Yeah, I literally can't get in there. That was a special effect, so I could rest if I want to. I will. I'm going to discard this artifact and this wound, and then draw in my hand limit, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goldix's turn. 1, 2, and 3. It's blue-white. He's declaring end of round next turn. I will do this Bearing power. I got a monster den over there too. That's fine. So my whole strategy now is I'm basically going to try to defeat this, and then I'll be able to come back here, have 9 cards in my hand, and then we'll worry about this city in the 3rd day and this Megapolis in the 3rd night. So unspared power. So that's done. I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pure magic even. Worth it? Probably not. So I'm in here. I lose a reputation for sieging afforded by sight. Ha! We are going to try to gain a red crystal inventory. That's a special effect. So I just need block 3. So that's block 2, block 3. And now I need 7 attack. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This dude is dead. I get 3 fame. And I will have another keep, so I'm going to be able to get 9 cards in my next hand. Still a pure magic. This comes back. And that's good. I mean, there was like an orc or something, I would kill it just to get my fame to -5 as opposed to this X, but you know, we'll have to do. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is now 6 plus 3, so it's 9. So all the cards. Now I can play Endless Bag of Gold, so this is a change in Lost Legion. I can play that just for the fame, which would actually give me a level up, which is pretty significant. Gold declares end of round. I'm just going to move back here, nestle myself next to my keep so I can do the 9 cards. I'm going to play Endless Bag of Gold just to get 2 fame. That gets me to 48. And I'm going to get a level up. And that's all I can do. So I'm going to get another one of these. So now I have at least 4 armor instead of 3. Oh, I could have revealed this garrison, so I might as well while we're here. So we have the Utham Crossbowmen. Again, remember, all these stuff have +1 armor. So thugs, 2 kinds of heroes, and shock troops, and gargoyles as the monster. That's not bad. And then we have 2 Alma type gunners. That is a very friendly level 12 garrison as far as level 12 garrisons go. These ready. This comes up. These could have gone away a while ago. Well, I need to repay the magic familiars. I'm already doing that now, so don't forget. Somebody, you didn't pay the familiars. I did. I did it now. I don't think I have any. I have like 1 wound left in my deck. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's set out pretty well for me, all things considered. So I don't love needing to defeat the level 10 city in the 3rd day, but we're so close to that Megapolis, and I have some really strong cards, especially with that Tremor. I still have the Banner of Fear, so I can break that and prevent 3 from attacking. So there's a lot of the possibilities here. These 2 go away. We get a red added to his deck. I should have replaced this. That's Whirlwind. Red added to the deck. We get a blue added to the inventory. Mana bolts out. And that gets replaced by Wings of Wind. I still long for the days where I used to crush this game by using the original Wings of Night. For those who don't know, in the original version of Mage Knight in the base game, Wings of Night, you could prevent the entire like attack phase for the enemies. It was like super broken. Um, these go on the bottom. Yeah, it was like really nice. So they were like, that's a little bit too strong. This is supposed to be green. It was accidentally black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. If you didn't have the keeps in between with basically 0 movement required, I would have said you have close to no chance. This way it seems possible. Yeah, I'm with Daniel. And that's, I tell you what, man, like that's what I just always come back to a Mage Knight. Like, you just find a way. Um, and it's different. It's so often different. Like, you're playing like the 3,000th game on Maze Knight, and I'm still like, oh, I can do it this way this time, right? And it's just a the overall narrative in this game sucks, right? Like, we all know that, but the individual narratives of each individual game is they're just so good. Like, you're creating this really interesting one of a kind story like every time you play in a way that I just really really like. All right, by the way, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I can't help myself. So I was on one forum and a dude was telling me that like Maze Knight is dated and that it's been replaced by games like Clank, and I was just like, Clank? I mean, I like Clank and all, but what? Like, what is happening? It was very, very strange. All right. We have Ultim Guardians, Ultim Swordsmen, and Fire Mages. Not sure that's going to matter considering I have X reputation. This is going to go here. I'm going to reset the order. Oh, I rolled. It's a white, a black, and a red. Beautiful source. Already paid the magic familiars. Drawing out my hand limit, which is 9. Alright. Endless bag of gold. I probably should just break it for the +3. Probably should have just broken it for the +3. I had some random random aspirations for what you may call it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like can't count the 9. All right, here's 9. Random aspirations for maybe recruiting something else, but I don't know how I would get there. I don't know how. I mean, it's so much influence, right? I mean, I could afford even with a -5. I could afford a lot of things. I don't see how it's gonna work. Don't see how it's gonna work. So this is a good hand. I guess the question is, do I break Banner of Fear? I probably do. Just prevent as many wounds as possible. Do a ton of attack. That reduces an attack by 3. Attack. Blue. 4. Move 5. Have concentration with the green. Yeah, I have a lot of things I like. I have mana draw with the white. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, what am I going to take with my tactic? I'm taking Early Bird. Early Bird, right moment, they're pretty much the same. They just give you one more turn than the dummy player. So, not a big deal. I'm going to go first. I'm going to... This is a decently strong hand. It's not amazing. None of these dudes have physical resistance either. I mean, these are really, really fortunate garrisons. I'm not gonna lie. I could just get a green mana from that dude. I've healed everything else. So let me do this. I'm gonna spend this to get a white crystal and 1 point of heal. End of my turn, I'm gonna drop and I'll play Endless Bag of Gold. And I'm just gonna break it. Get it out of my deck for 3 fame. So, get 1,000,000 influence, 3 fame. Not a big deal. If I was in a green city where I could like kill an orc or something to get +1 after I do this, I would, but it's just not there. Even if I had Wolfhawk's motivation skill, you use that, I can get. No, it gives me +1 fame, not reputation. So yeah, my reputation is pretty much screwed for the rest of this game. So I'm drawing up to 9, Tirelessness, and Spellforge. Wish I had a blue in the source. Yeah, I'll probably hold off one more turn. Let me see how this plays out. Goldix's first turn, it's a white, it's a white, it's a white, one more. So no greens or blues came out yet. My second turn, it's only 2 movement in, so, you know, I want to try to get a little bit stronger hand here. I'm going to play Spell Force to take a red. I think red makes the most sense. No, I'm going to play Spell Force. I can't get a blue. It's going to be a red or a white because that's what the spell offer is. So I'll get a red. And I'm going to drop Tirelessness. And I'm going to draw up to my hand limit, which is, it gives me attack 7. 9 again, Crystallize, and Rage. I think I go in next turn. It's time. I got to discard a card anyway. I only have 1 movement card. I don't think this gets much better. So Goldust is next turn. It's a blue, it's a blue, it's a red. So he's only gone through, wow, only 7 cards. Hold on one sec. Yeah, David Laporte's like, yeah, Plank doesn't replace me. He's like, yeah, you think? It was like, it's not even this beyond generic fantasy. Like, what are we talking about? And they both have cards, I guess. I don't know. It was the most bizarre conversation I've had in quite some time online. All right, my turn. Let's do it, kids. So we're gonna do move 2. Entering the city, I lose reputation. Oh wait, never mind. And I really think I break this because I just don't want to deal with these wounds. I mean, that's 11 points of damage from both of those guys. Oh, they are arcane immune though, so they will still attack me. Right. So they're immune to the non-attack, non-block effects. Interesting. Alright, I get a blue crystal and a green mana token. And I can't even reduce, well, I can reduce their attack, right? Because arcane immunity only protects the player, it doesn't, the unit, it doesn't protect their attack. But if I say the other 3 can attack and I just don't have to worry about them, I think that's a good start. So I will tentatively break the Banner of Fear. Remember the fire mages are coming in at an attack of an 8. So that would be 2 wounds, and then the monks actually have, the savage monks actually have an attack. I said curse of hag before, I think. Yeah, savage monks have an attack of 5 with poison, and this guy's brutal. So, you know, a lot of wounds to be had there. If I don't block either of these guys, it's going to be 6 wounds total. Bless you, Sarah. All right, 6 wounds total. So that's not fantastic. Let me see how many points of attack I need, though. I mean, we're talking 10, 20, 30, 35 points of attack. So let me get there, and then I'll work backwards, right? So if I do this, that's 11 points of attack, and I would have to take a wound, right? So I can't take 7 wounds, I'd be knocked out. So I'm kind of reverse engineering this entire round. If I do this, that's 11 plus 5, plus 5. Oh, doesn't, I actually had I guess I thought this was plus 3, it's actually only plus 2, so when I killed something earlier, I would have needed to play a card sideways when I took out those monks last round, but it really obviously wouldn't have made that big of a difference. So sorry about that. Magic familiars are plus 2, not plus 3. So that's 11 plus 5, that is 16. I can play this for 20. 35 points of attack might be a bridge too far. 20. This is 25. Or even better. Well, I can use another. Nice. I'll play mana draw. I can use 2 dice from the source. Or, even better, I do this. This will work. I power this, make this red. I take 2 reds. 1, 2. That's 4, and then I would have this. The problem is, range attack 1, all other things are range attack. I have none of my range attack cards, unfortunately, because I would be able to take out the Grim Legionnaires. Alright, so total attack I could get, which is kind of bananas, it'd be 11 for Blood Rage plus the wound. I'll put that there so I don't forget it. Oh, then I have this too. Jesus. Yes. So that'd be 11, 13. I also have this range attack, but I can reduce an attack that way as well. I can do 13, 14 plus 1 attack here. That'd be 20, 25, 32. 32, 36. Alright, I can do it, but it would knock me out. 13 for Blood Rage, plus 6 if I use a Shock Troops effect. That's 19. And there's 13 for Blood Rage because of this skill. 13, 19, 20, 25, 29. 20, 25, 32, 36. Yeah, can't do all that because I'm going to get knocked out. I would get knocked out, which is not good. So I have to take this wound to my hand. If I reduce his attack becomes an 8. If I reduce his attack by 3, any damage to his attack must be assigned to him. Ooh, I could do it that way. Can't do a healing effect during battle. The rest of this is kind of silly. But I could do it this way. Because I just want to wipe out the whole city, and then I'll deal with the rest as we go, right? So, here's how this works out. We are in the range or siege attack phase. I'm not killing anybody. In the block phase, 3 of these guys aren't attacking because the Banner of Fear. Done. Now, this is going to give me 11 points of damage. I'm going to take those 3 wounds to my hand. I'm going to take the other guy. I'm going to reduce his attack by 3. So his attack goes down to an 8. I'm going to assign a wound to the Shock Troops. Right? So his attack, so we've have 8 points of damage. We're down to 5 points of damage. I'm going to cannot take the other 2 because then I'm going to take that as well. I'm going to assign 2 more points of damage to the herbalist, and then I'm going to have to take a wound to my hand. So that 11 points of damage went down to an 8, and then at 5 more got assigned in wounds, so 3 more points of damage that goes in my hand, and now we're good. Everything was either I took damage or was reduced or assigned to units. All right. Now we go to the melee phase. I'm going to take a wound because of Blood Rage. I'm making this attack 13. This is attack 18. This is attack 23. This is attack 30. Oh. Right. I'm 1 shy. What? I'm really 1 shy. I'd be 1 shy because the Shock Troops are ultimately giving me +1. Could do it this way. I can't. Reduce armor and 1 attack of 1 chosen enemy by 1. That becomes a 10. That's still, the wound from Blood Rage is really messing up the math because that's 5 wounds total. Alright, one of these guys is living. You know, my reputation would go up because of killing the thugs too. Alright, one of these dudes is living, which is fine. So I just need 30. That changes the math a little bit too. Alright, that's fine. So, none of those attack. Let me kill these 3. How can I get to 30 the most efficient way? Yeah, it's 4 or 5 wounds in my hand still, no matter how I cut it. Let me save something in my hand. I'm not even going to try to block any of this garbage. Anyway, so this is 13 with all that. This is the one from Blood Rage. That's 20. That's 25, and that's 30. So I can save this red crystal, and I'll put the raids back in my hand. I grouped these enemies together. None of them have arcane immunity, and the fire mages have fire, not immunity. None of the fire mages have fire resistance, but none of these are fire attacks. So all 4 of these units are dead. I get 4. I get 4 shields on there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I get knocked out back to the monastery. Alright, so I have 5 wounds in my hand and a rage. I was 1 point shy, which is totally fine. Cleaning up my play area. I don't re-roll that red. I re-roll this. That goes there. I do need to figure out how much fame I got. So the fame was 8, 16, 21, 25. 25 fame gets me from 71 or 51 to 76. Yep. So I'm going to get a level up. I did not use the herbalist. I did use the shock troops, and they were injured. I assigned a wound. Alright, this can go away. Alright, my level up's going to be, I'm going to look at the next 2 skills. Oh, there should be another goldic skill in here. Oh, we get motivation. Thank you very much. And I will take from the offer. I spent influence as block. That could have been actually nice with the other thing I had. I'm going to take the ice bolt. Just none of this have fire immunity. That's fine. I think give me some more crystals in my inventory at minimum. And then I'm going to draw out to my hand limit, which is 9. So that's 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm going to use motivation to get 2 more. 1, 2, and I get 1 fame because of Wolfhawk's motivation skill. Alright. No greens in there. I do have a green there. I could heal the herbalist and then heal the shock troops. That's probably what I do. 5 wounds isn't bad. Alright, Goldix goes 1, 2, 3, blue, white, so 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. There's 2 blues and 1 white. My turn, I'm going to, do I move in? Walk, 3, attack 5. I'll leave that there. I'll take this off the magic familiar, just fine. Just repay them next turn. I think I do this all in 1 turn. There's really no point not to. So I'm going to move 2 in. I lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. Done. And then we're going to... I'm going to be 1 card short from the block. Now let me not move in yet. I'll do it next turn. I'll do it next turn when I get a move card. So what I'm going to do is on my turn, I'm going to heal. This is all a healing effect. So I'm going to heal 1 to heal the herbalists. And then I'm going to power the herbalist with the green crystal I have to heal the shock troops. Alright, make sure those are all nice and ready for you for next turn. Now those are healing effects, so I can still rest, which I will. I'm going to play Ice Bolt to get me a blue crystal. And then I'm going to rest by discarding 1 of my rages and all of these wounds. I have no more heal effects this round, so there's no point keeping those in my hand. I draw out to my hand limit, which is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Goldix's turn. It's a white, it's a green, it's a red. We're good. I'm going to move in, lose a reputation because I'm sieging a fortified site. Doesn't apply. I'm going to play Determination and Misform for attack. Well, yeah, I can do a bunch of things here. It's kind of silly. Yeah, I'm going to play... I'll just Power of Determination. That gives me a block 3, so the thugs are blocked. And then I'm going to get Rage. That gives me attack 4. And then I'll play Swiftness sideways for attack 5. That kills the thugs. I get 1 reputation back. I get 2 fame. And I get another shield here. So we'll see if I can... That's going to offset. So I might have a chance of getting those guardian golems, believe it or not. Which is nuts. Alright, done. I'm gonna roll that. It's gold. That will help. I draw to my hand limit, which is now not 9. It's only 8 because I am the leader of the city. I take this and this. Goldix's turn. It's a green. It's a red. It's a red. We're good. My turn. I'm going to power Promise for 4. I'm going to power Threaten. Well, how much do I need for the... I'm going to need 16 for the Ultim Guardians. Remember that this 5, all these shields are +1. I killed 5 enemies there, and so that's going to offset. I got that reputation back. Why? Because I killed the thugs. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's silly. What I'm going to do is I'll power Threaten. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to power this. I want to actually move out of here before the end of the round and get back to there if I can. So that's 9, 10, 11. Am I going to get a blue? This has move on it. 10, 11. Great. So I have 11 influence here. I have 5 more, so that's 16 influence. I need all 16 to get the Ultimate Guardians, which you can recruit in a city. Thank you very much. I lose a reputation. Guess what? I'm back to X. Don't care. All right. Reroll this. It's blue. This comes here. These go out. Goldix's turn. He's going to declare end of round next turn. What did Sandy say? I can knock myself out by playing Blood Rage. And still get. I cannot get all the attack cards. I can get the attacks from my any skills I had that gave me attack. Now this wouldn't count because I had to play cards for that, and I can get an attacks from my my units, which again would only have been a total attack of 5, 6, 7, which would not have been enough to do what I wanted to do. Goldix is going to go. He's declaring end of round. My turn. I'm playing Mist Form for move 4. I'm playing Swift Reflexes for move 6. I'm going to move into my keep. And then I'm going to play Firebolt and get a red crystal. So that was a really nice way to end this round. And yeah, Goldix was my friend. He went super slow this round, and I appreciate his consideration. I have a huge deck and 5 wounds. Not that upset about 5 wounds. Remember, I will be drawing 9 cards a turn. So we'll see. I'm going to obviously want Tremor and some access to black mana. I do have my motivation skill, so I can get a really strong attack. It will probably have to do this in 2 parts. So that's something to consider as well. All right, so that is my units. They're all healthy. They're all ready. Very excited. They're ready to take on the world. I'm spending a red on the Magic Familiars, so reminding you now, I've already paid the cost. Man, I didn't use the Magic Familiars forever. I thought that you had to pay a crystal every turn, and I was like, that's so messed up. But then someone was like, it doesn't say turn, dude. It says round. It's like, oh, that's so much better. It's like they're really strong. So we'll see, man. We'll see. It's not the best of garrisons, not the worst. 8 enemies is it's a bit. We're going to I don't know why I'm trying to roll that. We're gonna have this goes here, this goes down. The new advanced action in the unit offer is Song of Wind. This goes there. We're getting a red crystal into Goldix's inventory. These units go away. Buy and buy. We're going to get ourselves another elite. It's the sorcerers. Man, feel like I haven't recruited the sorcerers in forever. I love them too. Heroes are fine. I always get annoyed by the 2 influence to get them to be active. It's like another card in my hand I can't use for something else. I rolled a red, a green, and a white, and a gold, which is exactly the black mana that I wanted. Yowza. I will be able to draw up to 10 cards when I use my motivation skill, which is an argument to use that. But we'll see. I have to shuffle this. It's because score. You keep scoring, Mage Knight? What? I don't know you can do that. I had a patron actually reach out to me today, and he's telling me about a win. I don't know if I won't put him on blast, but I had a patron reach out to tell me about a win, but then he scored. I was like, this is why you never score. Nothing good can come from scoring. Like nothing good. I mean, part of the problem is like the hardest wins, like the ones I'm the most proud about. Like your score is terrible because you're usually taking a lot of wounds and stuff like that. But if you rack up a bunch of artifacts early and stuff like that, you're gonna crush and you're gonna have a good score, right? So it's like this one of like the rich get richer kind of problem when it comes to scoring. All right, drawing up to 9-1. Pure Magic, Blood Rage, Spell Forge, Woundy Wound, Swift Reflexes, Concentration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Tirelessness, and Crystallize. I can use my Herbalist to heal 2. I think that will make the most sense. And I have some other options. All right, 9. What are my options from the Dusk or Long Night? I don't think Long Night makes enough sense, especially since Goldix is going to be rocking, some potentially huge turns here. So we're going to get rid of both of those. I'm going to go first again, and it will give me a chance to at least do some healing. So, green, blue, green. Yeah, let me get a green from the white. I'm going to get a green from the spell offer with Spell Forge. I'm going to take this green, Power Herbalist, heal 2. I'm going to drop Concentration. Maybe it'd take me another turn to set up here, depending on how many wounds I pick up. Let me hold on. I keep saying Concentration when I mean Crystallize. They're not the same. So I'm just going to play Spellforge, and I healed 2, and that will do. I'm going to roll this, see what I get. It's a black. Yes. Yes, I like that. Drawing up 3 more cards. Determination. Ice Bolt. Rage. Nice hand. I don't have Tremor. That's the one thing. That is the one thing that's giving me some hesitancy right here. But who knows where the heck Tremor would be. A lot of attacks. Yeah, I don't have a lot. I don't really have any of my spells. It's a good hand, though. Like the armor. Yeah, I need like Tremor and Snowstorm would be ideal. Remember, everyone's armor is +1. The Ultimate Guardians can be helpful. And there's one idea. I go in there. Even if I take a bunch of wounds and get knocked out, I can use all of these attacks with my units. I use Motivation, I rest next turn, and then I draw up to 9 again. And at that point, I'll be drawing up to 10, and I get all my spells, and I can do one more round. It's a little bananas, but could be the most effective way to proceed here. So let me see. Peace Treaty. So white, green. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 13 more cards. So I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Did I put 2 cards in there? All right, board games. What did I do? No, that's right. So there's 21. Yeah, -7. There should be 14. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. I did nothing. I did nothing wrong. Shoot. Do I need Crystallize? Now, let me get rid of Crystallize. Get another red. That's the most efficient way to get through my deck, actually. I can only get range attack 4, which is not even going to be enough to knock out the shock troops. I can get range attack 5. It's not enough to knock out the shock troops. Because before the melee phase. Attack 3. If I don't assign any wounds, I'll have all their wounds next turn. So what can I actually knock out with them is the question. 1, 6, 13. 13 attack. I can actually, everything has +1 armor. I can knock out a couple of things. And then have Tremor in my hand for the next time around. Oh man, it's so inefficient though. I have that range attack. That can get me the shock troops, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I'll take the red. Let me re-roll this. It's gold. Draw one more card. Wow. Well. Yeah, that would give me some options. Alright, gold is his second turn. White, blue, so 2 more. So he's gone through 12 cards. He only has 9 left. So yeah, we're going to have to make a move. So I'm going in with this move too. We are going to try to just knock out the shock troops because we can. I'm going to power Fireball for fire attack red. I'm going to get another blue from Ice Bolt. That is, and then I'm going to power, wow, I have a white. That's really bad. I have a gold, blue in the inventory, which is awesome, kids. That's exactly what I wanted. We're going to play concentration and get a white. And that's going to be a range attack 7. And I'm going to need the 7. Why? Because everyone has their armor +1. So we just wiped out the shock troops. All right, they're toast. Now, in the block phase, I'm going to take all these wounds, which is totally fine. So I'm going to get everything has poison too. I'm not going to add the wounds to my discard pile. So this is 6 points of damage. That's 2. This is 4 points of damage. 1. That's 6 points of damage because of the brutal. That's 2 wounds there. No one's resistant here. That's 1 wound from him. 2 wounds from him. 2 wounds from him. That is 3 wounds from him, and that is 3 wounds from him. So we put that pile of wounds. Imagine all that's on my discard pile too. So my score is going to be like -4, which is fine. All right, that knocked me out. So all these cards go away. So Blood Rage and all of it is a little bit unfortunate, but we shall be able to overcome, I think. And then we're going to have 6 points of, so we're going to do the shock troops, 1 range attack, all of the units get +1 to their attack. So this is 6 points of attack, 6 points of attack, so I have 13 points of attack. With that 13 points of attack, it's all physical, everything has +1 armor. I can knock out this guy and the 1 heroes. So we're down to 5 units and knocked out 3. All right. That's going to give me how much fame? That's going to be 15 points of fame. We go from 79 to 94, so I will have a level up. I'll just do that now. Just this comes off, so I get 10 cards on my next card draw. These go away. This goes away. And now I have all those cards. I'm obviously using motivation, so I'm going to draw 2 cards on Goldix's turn. Ooh, I got 1 wound in that. Thank God for that. And +1 fame because of Wolfhawk's motivation skill. Yeah, that's fine. That's all going to go on my discard pile. Great. Goldix goes. I get kicked back out here. Goldix goes 1, 2, and 3. It's red. 1 more. My turn, I'm resting, so all these cards just go right to my discard pile. Yoink, and I draw up to 10. because of my 3 keeps. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I got Tremor, I got Mistform. I did not get my Snowstorm, however. So I think I'm going to chill for a second until I get that back. Alright, Goldix goes. 1, 2, and 3. It's blue, 2 more. He's going to declare end of round next turn. I'm going to have to do this in 1 turn anyway, so there's no point in rushing this. I'm going to rest. Yep, that will give me 3 cards. I'm going to rest, put these in my discard pile, draw these 3 cards. Goldix declares end of round. This is my last turn. I'm going to move 2. We're in. Oop, wrong city. Push this over here. Alright, we're going to use this to get a blue crystal and a green mana. We're going to use this to get a white crystal and 1 point of healing. I have no wounds. Awesome. We are going to play mana draw. I'm going to power it with a white. Do I need that? This form is not that great. Yeah, I'm going to need that, I think. So I'm going to want 2 of those suckers. Yeah. So we're going to power it with a white from my inventory. We're going to turn this into a black. We're going to get 2 black mana. I'm going to power Tremor. With this green I have and this black, all enemies have -4 armor if they are fortified. They are all fortified. All right, and that works against all of them. I'm now going to power Blizzard. I keep saying Snowstorm, it's Blizzard. Snowstorm is the weaker effect. So that's Siege, Ice Attack 8. It also gives me a wound. Alright, minimum of 1. And again, everyone's +1. So everyone is effectively -3 between the combination of Earthquake and the combination of the White City. Remembering that whoever saw my Norwest playthrough, my Norwest playthrough when I did -6, and then I was like, oh, that was wrong. Yeah, Daniel's already talking about my score. Yeah, Alex though had an interesting idea about going to the spawning ground. I definitely see that, but we are pot committed at this point. So I'm gonna do the Siege Ice Attack 8, so -3. So that's 1 point of damage to kill him. 1 point of damage to kill him. These are all, none of them have ice immunity, so this is fine. 1 point of damage to kill him. 2 points of damage to kill him. And then I get +1 siege, so it's actually Siege Ice Attack 9. So, whatever. 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll save this skill, because that's more than enough to kill these guys. We're going to go to the... I mean, I could have powered this. All units gain all resistances this turn, which is also sick, and I haven't used that from the source yet. So that 6 points of damage, I can just assign it to the Autumn Guardians. He's resistant, so it doesn't matter. And then in the attack phase, I have 4. I'll make that 6, do that for 7, and that'll be enough to kill the Amon-type gunners. So, yeah, it's a bit of a way to cheese this. But sometimes, you know, a win's a win, kids. That's it. Yay! Yeah, Tremor plus Snowstorm was what I needed. So when I'm looking at how that hand played out, I'm like, man, I just need to draw 10 cards again. You know, the cities worked out. If I don't have the keep there, you know, I might have just piecemealed a different strategy, or tried to at least, and might not have worked out. But this way, I mean, yeah, my score is, I mean, you pretty much have to take double this many wounds. Put that in my hand. What's it? -3 for each, I think. And I'm with Stefan, man. Stefan 000V. I'm still alive. That's right. It is not. This is not a high score game, but it is effective. It is a win. I'm taking it. We're logging it. It was not nearly as impressive as the thrashing I did in Dungeon Lords, but I'm happy to get this on the channel. And yeah, this was great. I appreciate all the active chat. Always makes this extra fun. See if anyone has any questions about how that last thing worked out. I mean, the math just got really stupid with the Tremor and the Snowstorm. I mean, or the Blizzard. I mean, yeah, I took 1 wound in that final battle. A bloody win, yes, on several levels. Yup. That's fine. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Wounds help you, man. They make you stronger. They definitely make you stronger. Thank God you didn't do the Ultimate Guardians enemy token. Uh, that would have been not great. I mean, they're only attack with 5 though. Uh, you know, I still had a some attack. I mean, if I reduce, yeah, none of them had. I mean, that was just a really ridiculous garrison. I mean, none of them had arcane immunity. So reducing all their armor was just a kind of a cinch. And I'm happy to be able to you figure out how to kind of work with your units where it's like, I'm gonna get knocked out, but I still have these units. These Ultimate Guardians were huge. So I also got lucky that I had a thugs in the first city, gave me the +1 reputation at the end of the turn. So it's like, you're good, there. But I mean, play math got hard, but a win's a win. That is for sure. That is for sure. The only thing, and this is a rules clarification, I'm pretty sure I played that right. The only thing that might be a little off is when you lose a reputation for sieging a fortified site, but then I gain the reputation from the um, the thugs in that first city, and I'm pretty sure you can do that in any order. So for me, I can lose a reputation and then gain it. It gives me up to +5 that way. If someone has another read on that, there, it's like no, they actually net out to 0. That would be the only thing. I just thought about that now. I should have thought about that earlier to confirm. But even then, I mean, the Guardians, with Tremor being what it was, even if I play the same way, I mean, I have 7 ranged attack. Maybe I have one more enemy, but I still killed it with Tremor, the second time around. So I don't see that being a game breaker in any way. I mean, ultimately the Guardians, I got them because I had a chance to. So I think the math still would have worked to our favor. Just been even a little bit more ugly than than this one was. Keeping them, again, moments like keeping this skill just to make sure I kept the magic familiars around, that paid a lot of dividends because I would not have kept them around otherwise. Taking gold seal at that one point to make sure I got the blue and the green proves really important. So it's just kind of seeing, being opportunistic. I mean, the artifacts I got weren't great. I mean, the Banner of Fear is very strong. Don't get me wrong, but after that, I mean, Ruby Ring, Gem. There's a lot of cards in here. The Banner of Command. I mean, there's definitely some ones that could have made this a lot easier. The Horn of Wrath. I mean, Soul Harvester just didn't come up at the right time, but you got Sword of Justice, Bow of Stars Dawn, even the Circlet of Proficiency. The skill offer didn't come out very good. I mean, I wasn't able to get motivation until near the end. We didn't get flight from Goldix's skills here. We didn't get his motivations. Yeah, flight was the next one off for him. That could have been really helpful. I remember we were here, had to go back to that Mage Tower just to get Mist Form to go through. Being able to avoid both of those dragons was huge for sure. Yeah, no doubt. Truck Driving Gamer says game's amazing. Thanks for the stream. You are very welcome. I'm glad people enjoy it, and can't wait to play again myself, man. Break it out, break it out. It is time. Do it tonight, now. We'll be back with Mage Knight. I am in conversations with a larger channel. It might not be my next Mage Knight, but either the next one or the one after will likely appear on a new channel. But I will make sure people know. I'll put a community post out, so look out for that. Some exciting times here in solo playthroughs land, and I appreciate everyone's support to get me into this situation, especially my patrons who have really helped upgrade my camera lately. And setting for tomorrow, awesome, Stefan. That's great. So yeah, appreciate everyone's support, the likes, the comments, showing up for the live streams. It's all really huge as I continue to try to grow this channel, make it bigger and better. So any other ways you want to maybe support the channel, go on my Patreon page. You can see there are 3 tiers of support that you can check out. If one makes sense for you, that would be awesome. Always room for more. Either way, though, there is a community post that is public that I put up there at a week before every month, so you can see everything that's coming ahead in the month to come. So you can kind of plan your schedule accordingly. When are you planning to start a campaign? Oh, the what was it? The fan made campaign. I think we're gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. I've just kind of looked at it some more. I kind of there's just a lot more I want to do as far as the Solo Conquest blitzes. I want to do a lot more of the Lost Relic stuff, but it's on my radar for sure. I haven't done any kind of fan made thing on the channel yet, so I just don't really know if I really want to start with that. And I just feel like I have a lot more fun just kind of going through the scenarios as I do with the as I do as one-offs. Right? Shall we play the Far? Yes, you should definitely go play the Far Superior Clank. um, Ooh, it's so good. It really does. It shows Mage Knight shows its age. The funny thing is, if there's one thing that Mage Knight does show its age on, I do think it's going to be the art with Wolfhawk and Arethia. I mean, I think they could really update that to make it a little bit more modern by today's sensibilities. So if we're having that conversation about things in Mage Knight that haven't aged well, I'm with it. But if anything, I mean, as far as the gameplay and the mechanics goes, I just think every new generation, just a continue of gamers, like every 5, 10 years, people just keep discovering this game, and it just keeps standing the test of time. It's so good. I mean, you cannot get a better game on a game by game basis. Like my favorite game is still Spirit Island. It's really close. And Spirit Island, it's just because of the quantity, the amount of content, the amount of different ways to approach the game of Spirit Island really works well for me. Mage Knight, if I just need a one-off though, if I'm like I want an epic game experience tonight, I'm going to Mage Knight. I mean that's where I'm at. I mean just the idea of starting with nothing, you can barely beat that first orc, and by the end you're taking out 8 enemies in the city is so freaking good that I love it. Yeah, Mage Knight's taking edition. Man, I'll tell you what, UE is cool. I do wish they treated it more like a second edition though, because I do think they could have done a little bit more to entice dudes like me to want to get it, because I was like it seemed more of a lateral move. It wouldn't have been an upgrade. I feel like even some of the art discoloration, like they really didn't do as much as I would have hoped they would have done if they were going to go through the time of putting out the UE. But I mean, UE is great for people to make it really easy. Here's all the content, awesome. But I have no desire to buy it because it's just not an upgrade as much as I wish it was. I did not mean to open up that can of worms, man. No one's opened a can of worms on my channel, man. Like it is what it is. I'll shut that down quick. Gaming's fun, man. Just it is what it is. I appreciate there are concerns. Gaming industry is not perfect by any means, but something like this, man. I'm just here to have fun. So, and I hope that that applies for everybody else. But that's it. Before a can of worms is open, I guess. I guess. But I will be back next week. I'm going to be doing a lot of streams in consecutive weeks coming up for at least the next couple of months. I don't even know what I'm doing next week, though. I think I'm going back to Arkham. It's been a while. I want to do Carnival with Jenny. If that's not next week, it's the week after. And Sunday I am publishing my fourth Too Many Bones. We're gonna get Tantrum on the channel, and I love that freaking dude. And it's up against Gendrick, so it's a tough challenge. We'll see how that turned out for me or didn't. But whatever. It is what it is. No spoilers. The spoiler-free zone right now. Thanks to Sarah for showing up for a playthrough when she was home. It was good to have her back for the first half. She was a little more quiet today. She's again hosting some family right now, and any questions, comments, epiphanies, put them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you like I always do. And until next time, whenever that is, happy gaming.